Okay, hello again. So continuing where I left off on the last video. Yeah, so I say it started running uh, to try and get into a little better shape uh, for my trip to Disney in case I wanted to do a water park or something. I At the time I had wasn't enough time that I knew I was going to get into great shape. That's why I figured running lose a few pounds. So I they're actually as I was, this time I didn't tell anyone I was going away except for my therapist because the last time I hadn't went away and I actually other than my therapist hadn't told anyone for over a year that I didn't go away. I think people knew for various reasons, but I didn't tell anyone. Anyway, there was an issue that came up that I did end up resolving, and I ended up going to Disney anyway, and so I had a flight to Disney, but there was a layover. Uh, during the layover, I took the time connected to the Wi-Fi to watch that week's Trisha Hirschberger naked truth video, and that week's topic was on courage, and for whatever reason, I kind of decided, okay, this is the week I'm gonna make a response. Whether it be in the running, whether it was the appropriate topic, uh, whether it was that I was on vacation and I was more relaxed. I don't know. So I decided I got there midday the first day, and I've been up half the night, so I slept the first day. I hadn't planned on doing it, but the first next day, the first full day, I set up my camera to do it, and I kind of froze again. I remember pacing around the room for half an hour, whatever it was, and I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't waste my whole day. I'm on vacation. I can't waste my whole day here. Uh, so I didn't do it that day. I left. I, you know, went out to the parks, whatever. So then the next day comes, and I've been thinking I had I've been on medication a few times in the past, only once for any length of time, and I stopped for various reasons, but I didn't really think it was helping me. Over the past few months, I had started to kind of realize the effect it did have on me. Uh, anyway, I had some of the medication left over, and it had been suggested to me to bring it in case something particularly, that would make it particularly anxious comes up. So first I spent some time just making sure, this being few years old, it wouldn't be bad. There would be harmful effects, and only thing I heard was that it could be less effective because it's older. Uh, and I was actually on a couple medications at the time, but this was more of this is Klonopin. So for those of you who don't know, it's a lot of people take it like I call it an as needed medication. They'll use it when they know something anxiety inducing is coming up, a presentation or something. Uh, but for me, I had been taking it 3 times a day, uh, just to kind of keep my anxiety level at a lower level, I guess. So in the morning, let me just take one. Maybe this will help with the video. Check to see how long it takes before it really kicks in. I think I had read 2 hours, so I took one when I first got up. Um, showered, got ready. Set up the camera again. Couldn't do it. Um, then, it was a similar thing to the day before. The I'm like, okay, I'm pacing around the room. I can't waste my whole day trying to make a video. So I went out to one of the parks again. Uh, got home that night. I said, you know what? Let me take one tonight. Let it so I have a little in my system for the next day. Got up the next morning and and took another one. So I had taken two the day before when I had been on three, and then one the next morning. Again, showered, got dressed, set up the camera, pacing around the room for an hour or so. But eventually, I made the video. I mean, I think I started and stopped a dozen times, but I actually made the video, which, even making video no one would see is like nerve-wracking for me. Uh, and I made the video, and I didn't even say that right. I just like, okay, I'm done. Let me just get out of the room and go out to one of the parks again. Uh, and think it was, I don't think it was till the next day where I set up to upload the video and you know figured out how to do everything. And I remember as I'm trying to set everything up and set up the description, and you know, and then I think you know, I titled it, response to the naked truth on courage, and I had parentheses or quotation marks. Don't watch. I explained how this was my first video, and it was probably the worst video she would ever see. Uh, but as I'm trying to do this, housekeeping is knocking at the door. I'm like, you can come back in like a half hour. Uh, and you know, 15 minutes later she comes back. I'm like, all right, just another 15, 20 minutes. 10 minutes she comes back. So I never got it uploaded in the morning. Wasn't until that night when I got back. I didn't want to keep having the cleaning lady come back. We got back to my room where I finished it up and uploaded it. And after I made the video, I hadn't taken any more of the medication. And I remember everything is set up, it's uploaded, I have the description, and I've set to private because I'm not ready to share with everyone. And you put in her name, and I'm doing this on an iPad, so all I have to there's the all you have to do is press the share button. Not even press, just tap it because it's a touch screen. And the anxiety started to build. I eventually did it, and out of curiosity, and this is the first time I had done this, I went out in an anxiety-producing situation. I have one of the phones with the, that checks your heart rate, and so as soon as I hit I think it's the share button, I just checked my heart rate. This is lying in bed on vacation, and my heart rate had went up to like, I think it was, I should have checked this beforehand, but I think it was like 107. It was somewhere in that 100 to 110 range where I am totally inactive. But I got it out. I sent out my first video. Um, so I spent longer on that than I thought I would. So I guess I'll stop there. And I do have to be at work soon. So I will continue with this year in the next videos. We're at past the 10-minute mark again. All right. Bye.